What made it, this movie, the origin story, something you wanted to be part of?
I think that it was such a magical story and that it's something that's never been seen before and something that's just so exciting.
Right, it's interesting that I mean, maybe some people that have read the book will understand but the average person really doesn't know how, like, Blackbeard it was before, and Hook. We didn't really know how the pre-story for that. So was that part of the appeal?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was interesting to be able to do another rendition of Peter Pan, but have it be something so different.
Right. And so tell me about working with Joe Wright. How would you describe him as a director?
He's a very good director. He plays music while we're on set, and it gets everyone into the vibe. They had 200 extras almost every day, and when Joe played music, everyone was dancing. In the native village especially, it was perfect vibe, perfect set.
And so Rooney, did he kind of work with you on his vision about your character?
Yeah, I mean, Joe, when I met with Joe, he had sort of a whole collection binder full of all these images that he had collected from National Geographics and from and other visuals of how he saw sort of Neverland and how he saw the natives of Neverland, what they would look like, and he wanted it to be sort of little bits and pieces from cultures all over the world. And I thought there was something really beautiful about that. And yeah, I mean, Joe is great. You know, he calls for a lot of rehearsal, which was really kind of a great part about this because it's such an ensemble. There's so many people, there's so many cast and crew that it was good for us to all sort of have that going into it, that connection. And, Joe just sort of has this infectious spirit, and he really had a very difficult job wrangling all these people and pushing this machine up the hill, every day. And, he's a fantastic director. I really wanted to work with him. I'm such a fan of his work, and I think he really did something different and special with this. Yeah,
I just talked to Hugh, and he said he'd never felt this on a movie set before where, with this, like, football field environment that was all, used to working with CGI and green screen. But you were immersed in this beautiful environment, and then the costuming on top of it. Did that happen to you also, that experience?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to compare it to because I haven't really done films with green screen and CGI. But yeah, we were really lucky in that most of the stuff we were interacting with was practical, and that there was, they didn't CGI in extras. We had hundreds of extras with us and all in costume, and it definitely brought a different energy to things.
Yes, they built everything. They built Neverland with a couple of pirate ships. It was beautiful. It was brilliant. It was amazing.
Yeah, especially when we get to the village, like what's set up behind you. It's just so gorgeous. You want to walk in there and experience it ourselves. So tell me about working with Hugh and with Garrett.
It was a pleasure working with Hugh. I mean, he's a brilliant actor and he's lovely. And working with Garrett, Garrett's lovely. He's really nice, and he's, once again, an amazing actor. And working with everyone who I worked with was amazing. I mean, Rooney, Garrett, Hugh, it was a pretty amazing cast.
So tell me about, why does your character want to help Peter?
Well, I think she sort of grew up being, everyone in the village has been told this prophecy, this story of a boy who will come and who can fly and who's sort of going to be the chosen one, the savior who's going to save the fairy kingdom. And when Peter shows up, he's not anything of what they expected. She's been told this story, and I think she expected someone maybe a little older, a little stronger, and he can't fly, and he doesn't really believe in himself, and he doesn't seem at all like the chosen savior who's, that they've been waiting for. But she still believes in him, and I think she wants to sort of take him under her wing and help him realize that destiny.
And Peter has a single focus the entire time, most of the time. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it's finding his mother the whole time. That's what he's that's what he dreams about until he actually finds her, and that's definitely a heartwarming moment. But it was in the script when I first read that. It was beautifully written by Jason. He constructed the whole script beautifully, and there's definitely a lot of things about this film that that everyone else is searching for. There's lots of things that people are searching for, but it's mostly the things that people are searching for are for themselves, and that's what makes Peter quite selfish. In a way, he's selfish, but it's valid. I mean, it's a sweet thing to be selfish for. But whereas with Hook, and the only person in the script that isn't selfish is probably Tiger Lily.
Well, she has her own agenda as well.
Right. And can you talk about working with Garrett so closely like this, and us finding out that the pre-Hook of what we know of Hook, how that's interesting to know this little backstory with the two of them.
Yes, I like this. I like the story. It's beautiful. It's it's interesting how he's Hook before the Hook. People haven't really thought about Hook before the Hook, and they've never really thought about him being friends with Peter. That's not an idea that's popped into anyone's head until Jason thought of it and put it down in the script. And it was fun to play with that, play with the chemistry between Hook and Tiger Lily, Hook and Peter, Hook and Tiger Lily, Hook and everyone, Peter and everyone. It was fun. It was make-believe.